Welcome, friends. Welcome to today's Reconsider It live stream. Best live stream you're gonna see all day. Here on this live stream, you are gonna get some nice tinkering around with the knobs and sound effects. We're gonna hang out for an hour and a half or whatever, playing around with the sound effects, making things sound a little better. In fact, creating a new sound palette. New sound palette tuned to the key of F. That's what you will be getting today. My regulars know what it is. If you are new to the Reconsider It live streams, welcome. You made a really good decision joining us. Right now we are in a warm-up phase, just hanging out, just chilling out. Even though it's a warm-up, we are chilling out here in this warm-up phase. Just getting the blood flowing, getting ourselves situated. And here in this warm-up phase, there is one thing for you to do. One action for you to carry out, an action item for you to complete here in this warm-up phase, so as to maximize your own success, so that you get the most out of this live stream. The live stream. What is this action item for you to complete and carry out? Grab your drink. Grab your drink. Whatever you have. I have some water. I got some water. But you might have something else that you're about to drink. We are going to cheers on this together. It's going to be so good. You might have some kind of like juice. I don't know what you have. I'm trying to think of something like really exotic. I don't know, something that's based in juice of some sort. Or if not based in juice, includes juice. Similarly, something with like dairy, or does it have caffeine in it? Does it have alcohol? Whatever it is you're drinking, my friends, please just ensure that your digestive system can process it. And it'll be an okay thing for you to drink, and you'll still be healthy afterward. Please ensure that your drink, your beverage, falls into that category. Drinks that your digestive system can fully process and leave you healthy. Even more healthy, ideally. Grab your drink. Whatever it is, my friend. Whatever you might be drinking upon. This includes our friends here on the live stream, as well as everyone joining us on replay after the stream. Grab your drink. We're going to do this, my friends. We are going to have a warm-up cheers. Man, it's going to be so good. A couple times over the stream, we're going to have official, formal, proper cheerses. But right now, we're just warming up. Just getting the blood flowing. I'm going to clink the camera. You are invited to join the rest of us in also clinking along, like literally physically with your drink clinking along with us. You are invited for this warm-up cheers, because here it comes. One. It's the first piece, creeping in. After one, though, comes two. You know the cheers is coming real soon, my friends, because you can count all the way up to me. All the way with me to 3. Clink. Cheers. That's good. That's really good. I see Marco is with us. Yes, made it in time for the warm-up cheers, which is really good. Marco says, good beat today. As other days too. As all days. Yeah, right now, because this is it. We're ready to get into it. That was a good warm-up cheers. Crack. Let me crack my... there's a joint here that's been, like, bugging me for the past couple weeks. I think because of the cold weather that I'm experiencing. In any case, getting ourselves situated. Please like this video. Please subscribe. Our friends who are joining us after the live, please leave a comment. Please share this video with a friend who would like it. So because this is tinkering with knobs, this is the start of a new palette, evolving the sounds and everything, and also building the rest of the sounds, because new palette, a new palette tuned to the key of F. So right now I partially built pieces of it, just so we would have something to hang out to here in the warm-up phase. And that includes the bass, as you can hear right here. That's where we're going to start in just a moment. I think it's pretty good already, but I'll listen closely and scrutinize it. Then there's these other ones that have also, you've heard these playing. These ones here. I think they're a little loud, so I'm probably going to mess with them a little bit. But I think they're an okay, first pass at this first instrument. So we're just going to keep going and keep building this up. But let's start with the bass. So let's see. I think it's pretty good. Certainly for a version 1.0, which is all I'm going for here in these tinkering with knob streams, where just getting a new palette started off. And for a starting off bass, this is pretty plain vanilla, but it's good. It's got a little bit of reverse reverb. So for my 505 people who want the 505 details, this bass is built out of the guitar to bass, which is what mine are always built out of. Then the electric, which is the tuner, and then into a sustainer, which is just basically volume. It's like a mastered volume almost. That's maybe an exaggeration. But you could think of it as like a balanced volume. That's pretty standard for most of my basses. Guitar to bass, electric for the tuning, then a sustainer to have it be a nice full volume control. But then this one I fed into a reverse reverb, which I don't usually use in my bass, which is exactly why I chose to use it today. I was looking through stuff just to slap it together before the stream began, And I'm like, oh, how about this? I never do this on the bass. Not never, but. Not never, but. Marco says this one's good. It's got good flow. Good. Thank you. So I think I will keep it. I think I will keep it as it is for now. But I may, I may tweak the way the reverse reverb is configured or something, maybe. In the meanwhile, there's this other instrument that I slapped together that I said I think is a little too loud. And not just volume too loud, but like it takes up a little bit too much space. I want it to be duller. That's what it's meant to be. That's what these two, generally speaking, that's what I use these two, I guess, what would you say, channels, loops? These two here. They just flank the bass. They're not meant to be very prominent. So I do want to mess with those, which is what I'm going to go do right now. And let's see, just for the 505 details, these are made out of a distortion, a vocal distortion, so I might play with that part of it. I do want to keep a distortion here. The vocal I might mess with, but I also might explore other output effects, because the distortion goes into an electric, the tuner, then into a vibrato, which is pretty good. But maybe I can swap that out with something else that'll give it more of a duller sound. And then that's fed into a tape echo, also something I can mess with. Although I do like this tape echo. This works pretty well, I think. I think I set it to a full measure for how much to echo, or how far apart to echo. Yeah, I like the tape echo. So the vibrato is what I'll mess with. If just messing with the distortion alone doesn't do it. So I'm going to go off talking on the mic, and I'm going to switch over to the instruments, and it'll be this one here. This is the one I'm going to be messing with here. Should be a couple quick tweaks, and then we're going to move on to the second instrument, the one after this. Margot says this is still pretty prominent. Chop it up or distort it. Maybe a slicer. Maybe instead of the vibrato, which I was very hesitant on anyway, maybe I put a slicer on it. Let's see. Otherwise, the texture of it, I think, is getting closer to what I'm looking for. In terms of the volume, I think it does have a lot of potential to be too loud, so I need to dial back the distortion still. But for the 505 people who were looking for, did I mess with the distortion? The answer is I did. I changed it from a distortion vocal to a distortion fuzz. So let's see what it sounds like with a slicer. So that moved in a better direction, I think, actually. I like that better than the vibrato. I'm also performing it a little differently. I see Trusto was in a place, yeah. Yo. Marco says, hey man, that's much better to me already. And an assertion that I, little old me, that I rock. Speaking of rock, I liked The Rock in Black Adam. I see Cresshead is in the place, and he says, "Yeah, top T-shirt." Oh, good. I'm glad that A, you know what this is, and B, as I count with my fingers. So I'm sitting here like A, B. Anyway, A, you know what it is. B, you like it. That's really cool. Breathalyzers in the place. He says hello. Hello. My guy. So we got a version 1.0. I might mess with the slicer a bit there, because it's a bit of a plain vanilla slicer. But I don't know how many other palettes of mine have this kind of plain vanilla slicer. So on those grounds, I usually mess with the slicer a lot, and I put all sorts of patterns in it. But on the grounds that that's what I usually do, and thus doing something I don't usually do, I'm going to leave it for now as the plain vanilla slicer. Cresshead says, yeah, Black Adam was a great movie. I liked it. I don't know why people hate it so much. I think he did a good job as Black Adam, The Rock, that is. I like the other characters in it. They did a pretty good Hawkman. I think he could have been more brutal. Hawkman is like the savage. Hawkman is like the DC Wolverine. He's just like this bloodthirsty. He could have gone harder on that. But otherwise, I would have maybe liked to see more Dr. Fate. But all of them are just supporting characters anyway. I like the portrayal of Black Adam. I like when they initially summon him in that, what was it, a tomb of some sort? I like the cinematography of it. I was a fan of the Snyderverse in general. I was so excited when Zack Snyder's Justice League was released. I got HBO Max just so I could watch that. I took off work the day it was released, and I was downstairs at, 6 in the morning or whatever it was released. Downstairs in order to watch it, that is. Trusto says it was okay. Cresshead says, no man, I'm not talking about Black Adam. I was talking about Wallace and Gromit. Oh. Which movie? They also had episodes. They had content before the movies came out. I first discovered Wallace and Gromit back. What was it, 1993? 92? The creator had some kind of special on PBS. The public, what is that? Public Broadcasting Service? Here in the United States. PBS had some kind of feature for this guy who made Wallace and Gromit. And that was like before he came out and had, you know, content and movies, and long before movies. And when I saw it, I was like, what is this awesome greatness here? And then, as I say, it started coming out with, what was the episodes? I don't even remember. Oh, man. Yeah, but Wallace and Gromit is dope. You man like some cheese. Breathalyzer says Wallace and Gromit's awesome. You're right. You have very good taste. In fact, your taste is so good that it inspires me. As I look at the clock, we're 30 minutes into this tinkering with knobs action. And with such good taste regarding Wallace and Gromit, I think we need to celebrate, my friends. Grab your drink. We are going to celebrate. It's going to be so good. I see Moser is in the place. He's in the place. Yes. Grab a drink. You might have some water. You might have something else. Whatever it is, it should just be something that your digestive system can handle. Something that you can process. Grab your drink, because we're doing the first official cheers moment. But first comes one, which is really good. It's just building up already. You can feel the excitement. And two, this is really good, my friends. I don't even know what to tell you about this, because we're all gonna clink and cheers right now, and you are invited to clink and cheers along with us on the whole full count of 3. Clink. Cheers, my friends. Good. Including our friends after the stream. Cheersing along with us, because the cheerses are just, they transcend the space and times. The spaces and the times is, you know, where you have like the whole like physics thing, where that applies, like the whole space and time thing, you know, where there's like the laws of physics in that place. The cheers are bigger than that. Cheers are way bigger than that. Please like this video. Please subscribe. To our friends who were joining us after the live stream, watching on replay, leave a comment. Please share this video with a friend who would like it. To our very, very close allies in the year 6,993. Thank you for joining us. thank you for being a part of this. Nick Destruct in the plays got here for the cheers. That's so good. This is really good timing. Oh man, Nick Destruct says I'm coming in with a Bruce Lee. Wow, that's pretty nice. Speaking of, I don't know why I said it. I don't know why I'm saying speaking of. I was gonna reference Mortal Kombat coming in like you man. What is it, Liu Kang? Is that his name? Where he like jumps across the screen and kicks you. Kicks you, not your video game avatar that you're remotely controlling through the video game controller. Kicks you, not your body, not your physical body where the laws of physics apply. Kicks you. Wah! All right, my friends, since we are building this palette, and we've got two sections down, two of my inputs, the bass and this other layer that's flanking. Next step is to add the next instrument. This one is not quite the lead. It is between the lead and the background. So inheriting from the source palette that I copied from. It was a synth, which is usually more of a backgroundy layer. So I'm still wondering, because this one here, I like it, but it's still, I don't know, it's still pretty prominent and loud. I might swap it. That might be a good, more prominent layer, and this one I build right now maybe is better for this background layer stuff. Let's see. Because I inherited a synth. Although, for the sake of changing it, let me change it. I got to. And I might still swap the roles of these layers. That'll be subsequent to this decision here. I'm giving it another distortion. This one I will make vocal. Different type of distortion. This is just the 505 details. I'm taking the tone down. It's kind of like set negative 37, which is pretty far to the left. Distortion amount, I'll play with that. Okay. So I got a distortion on there, vocal distortion. And I'm going to just go off of the talking mic and go into the instrument and shape it up and see how it fits and plays around with the other layers. As I was saying, I might build it in a way that I swap it with this other one. In which case I would destroy both of these and rebuild all of that and so on. Insert monk building a mandala. Okay. 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 So like. Okay. Okay. So I did indeed do that switcheroo. Not quite a bait and switch, because I didn't bait you into anything. But it was a switch. It was a switcheroo. I pulled a switcheroo on you. Can you believe this? It was good. It was good. Good. It was good. It was nice. So this was the new palette, the new instrument that I just made here. And for my 505 people wanting the build, this is built out of a distortion that is a vocal distortion thrown into an electric, which is the tuner, then a tremolo in there, and then a chorus. And this one replaced that layer that I had earlier. If you rewind the video like, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, what I used to have in this spot, both of these spots, these two. And then the new one I made, the new layer over here, this is what used to be those other two. I think that was the right move, swapping those. This other one over here, this one is much more prominent and, even perhaps the lead of the palette. These other ones are more suitable for the sort of droney background. Johns. So I'm pretty happy with those, actually, in terms of just a version 1.0. So that gives us 3 instruments, the bass, and then the sort of droney ones that flank the bass, and then this other one that's all chopped up with the slicer. And there's one more that I need to build. And this one also, I'm just going to build something totally new. I'm not going to keep anything I inherited from the source. Since both of these other ones are distortions, I'm debating in my head, do I want to keep this third one? And by the way, when I say distortion, that's like a specific, primary instrument or I guess effects type is what it's called. So I'm not just talking about like distortion in general. There's a very specific thing in the 505. Anyway, that thing. These other ones are built out of distortions. This is a single instrument in 2 layers. This is built out of a distortion. This other one is built out of a distortion as well. Just very different configurations, different instruments built on top of them, or other effects and things. Yeah, I guess effects is what they're called. Effects type. So because everything else is built out of a distortion, that's what I'm trying to build up to here. I'm debating whether I want to make the final one also built out of a distortion for consistency, which has an angle, or do I want to go with something different for the sake of something different? I think I'm going to keep it, but maybe I'll pick a different kind of distortion. So one of them was fuzz, one of them was vocal. How about this boost? That's going to make it very loud. I could go with, there's another one called metal in here. Overdrive, a different distortion, I'm not sure what that one is. The metal and the overdrive and the boost are all pretty loud though. I'm not sure if I guess I'm gonna go off the vocal mic and I'm start playing around. Let's see. This is Tinkering with Knobs after all. After all. I'm pretty happy with that. I see some similar sentiments coming in the chat. Moser says a Mr. Robotic vibe. Jojo says dope. And some flames coming in from Moser. Yeah, I think this one came out pretty nice. I've been having issues lately with some of the volume sliders not registering as down when they're all the way down. So that kind of stinks. But in the meanwhile, I think these sounds are good. Certainly for a version 1.0, building a new palette here. Speaking of which, nice. I just saved all that real quick. Since I was building this palette from scratch. Well, no, I shouldn't say from scratch. But each of the instruments was largely built from scratch. The bass I mostly inherited, and I do sort of a plain vanilla bass. The rest of it was all reconfigured compared to what I took from the parent, I suppose. So, since the instruments themselves are sounding pretty good, the time has come to do some panning. Let's do some panning. The kick is at 2% to the left. This snare clap, 8% to the right. They're not bad. I think I'll take the kick out to 4% to the left. Clap. The clap I brought into 2% to the right. So we got 4% to the left for the kick, 2% to the right for the clap. Now that's very different from what I usually do. Normally I move the clap out and the kick as close to the center. So of course doing things I don't normally do. Have to do it. The shaker is at 38% to the right. is pretty solid. You know, that has some presence over there. 22% to the left for the exhale. I'm going to move the exhale further to the left. Wait, is that the change I want? I'm debating whether I want to swap the hi-hat shaker. I think that might sound better. Let me try that. Yeah. The shaker balance is better with the clap now. Good. Yes. Okay, so I swapped those two. The shaker and the exhale. The shaker's at 30% to the left. I'm going to move out a little bit more. 40% to the left. The exhale is 34% to the right, but I'm going to take it in a little. Yeah. It's at 28% to the right. So we got the pan of the drums right now is the shaker's at 40% to the left. 4% to the left is the kick. The clap is at 2% to the right. Exhale is at 28% to the right. That's a pretty nice. It has a little bit of a leaning like this. That's good. Bass is always in the center. Then we got the layers that are flanking the bass. I think I might like those in tighter. What are they at currently? I inherited from the parent palette 38%. Talk about these two here. 38% to the left for this one. This one is 38% to the left. And there's this one. 24% to the right. I'm going to bring them in. Bring the right one in a bit, left one in a fair amount. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. Wow, yes. So this one is now 22% to the left. And now this is 26% to the right. They fit interestingly with the drums. So there's like, you know, as I said with the drums, there's this feeling like, and then these are sort of situated within this parallelogram. That's what I'm imagining when I say parallelogram. Which is really more of a, not a parallelogram, it's a three-dimensional object. What's the word for that? Do you know? What's the word for, not a cube, some kind of polyhedron. Not a cube because a cube has right angles, but like a skewed cube. Is it some kind of, it wouldn't be a, it's not like a rhomboid. That's not, I'm making things up, maybe. My name is Lost is in the place. Yes. Nice to have you with us. Yeah, we're just, at this point we're doing some panning. And to get back to what I'm talking about with the panning, sitting there trying to think of some, like, what's the name of this polyhedron? my geometry vocabulary is not up to par at the moment. But it is these two that I brought in, these two layers here, these fit nice within the panning of the drums and everything is what I'm trying to say. So then we got the outer layers, the ones that are more obvious in the song. From the parent, I inherited 70% to the left and 58% to the right. I'm definitely going to be messing with those. I did indeed change them quite a lot. On the left, this one here, this is the left one, if you're not listening on headphones. This one used to be at 70% to the left, but I took it down to 46% to the left, which is very close with the hi-hats. Just the hi-hats are at 40% to the left. The kicks are on the left as well. 4% to the left. Then there's this other vibrating layer, 22% to the left. So there's this, once again, fitting in the parallelogram, or whatever, the parallelahedron, maybe that's what it is, something like that. Parallelogon. It fits nice, whatever the word is. And then on the right side, this layer here, I moved out to 64. 64% to the right. It used to be closer in. What was it earlier? It was like 58 earlier, well, I guess. If I remember correctly. Correct. The exhale in the drums is 28% to the right. The clap is 2% to the right. This other vibrating layer, 26% to the right. So this one is a little more grouped. Maybe I'm processing some kind of like vector calculus between the panning here. I did study math in school. I only took one semester of geometry though. And it was mostly about proofs, not about, memorizing the names of shapes. Although I do have a geometry book somewhere. Probably, I might have more than one. In any case, panning I think is good. For a version 1.0. So, with the panning in place, and the instruments and sounds being at a good version 1.0, the final piece of this is the output effects. Starting with the drums. Beat repeat, one of my favorites. Nothing to configure. Low pass filter, also one of my favorites. Standard in this spot on the drums for me. It's got my favorite perfect settings that I love, even though some variations can be really dope sometimes. Then I inherited a delay, but I changed it to a reverb. reverb's at 1.5 right now. I'm taking it in a little. 0.7, 0.6. I like a muted reverb in the drum like this. 0.5 seconds it's at right now. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Effects on the drums, done. It's always really fast to go through the effects. Then we got the top looper. Generally mirrors the bottom one. Got the beat repeat up here. Beat repeat is dope. Low pass filter. Oh, see, this is a good example. This is not set to my preferred low pass filter settings. Should I keep it because it's different from my preferred usual? Or should I change it on purpose so that I, rebel against what I inherited? What about I do something in the middle and change it, but also don't set it to my preferred usual? There you go. I changed it, moving a little closer to my preferred, but not yet my preferred. So there's still some differences here. Low pass filter is secured. Reverb. Do I go with a plain vanilla reverb? I think I might. Because these layers are pretty prominent and loud. I'll have to address that when I record. And it's a volume issue, not a build issue in the instrument. So a plain vanilla reverb, I think, will work pretty well. That's what was there already. I'm just going to dial it back a little bit. It was at 1.3 seconds. It's on right now, by the way. I like a pre-delay, but I'm going to take it off. I inherited some pre-delay, removing it. This is good. It's otherwise set up pretty nicely. Yeah. Plain vanilla, somewhat muted reverb. Good with it. Final one. What's this? Tremolo. With it. Just like breath of fresh air on this. I'm tweaking it a little because this is what I inherited from the source palette. More rapid, changing the waveform slightly, which is how sharply it does the ridges in the tremolo. I increased that more sharply. I'm pretty happy with this. Friends, I'm overall just generally happy with this palette. This new palette that we've built together in the past hour. This is really good. Here's the plan, my friends. I think I'm happy. I think I'm happy with the palette. So I'm going to destroy everything, and I'm going to save the configuration, and then I'm going to rebuild the beat, and then I'm going to see am I still happy with the palette. Probably will be. We will celebrate with a nice cheers, and then we will have done a successful stream. Oh no, I'm destroying everything. Oh, but it just came out so good. What are you destroying? No. Yep, destroyed everything. But now I saved the palette, so it's ready for next time. Did it? Nice. Saved the palette. Now I have 31 pallets. Hooray! Thank you for being here with me while we build this new palette. This is awesome. Such a good use of time. Friends, I'm going to build a new beat real fast. We'll hear the new palette in action. We'll do a nice cheers. And then we'll call it a day. Call it a stream. What do you think this beat's going to sound like? You just heard that last one for like the past hour. What's this one going to sound like? Let's find out. Okay, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with it, friends. I'm pretty happy with it. I think this was a successful palette. Came out very nice. Good version 1.0. Successfully reproduced, recreated a new beat. Sounding pretty good. That means the palette is usable, at least in a version 1.0. Friends, there's only one way to respond to this. There is only one reasonable, honest, good faith way to respond to this. And that is with a very wonderful celebration. We have to celebrate. Friends, we're going to celebrate together right now. We're going to celebrate right now. Please grab a drink. I see we have some chat for me to get caught up on, which we will immediately following this very nice cheers. Friends, grab a drink. We are going to do the final and most official of all celebratory cheerses of this stream right now. It's the only one that's the final one. The official final cheers. Celebrating a successfully built new palette. Now I got 31 palettes. I got to go update my randomizer for when I do loops and chill streams, to include this new one in the list of possible things that'll get randomly thrown at me on my loops and chill. But in the meanwhile, my friends, we're doing a very nice, exciting cheers one, including our friends who are joining us after the stream, watching on replay. Please, of course, come in with two. That's really good. This is really good, my friends. The cheers energy is just building. We got one already. We got two already. It's going to be so soon that I clink on the camera and we're all going to clink together right now on 3. Clink. Cheers, my friends. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so good. Please like this video. Please subscribe. To our friends who are cheersing with us along after the stream, watching on replay, please leave a comment. Please share this video with a friend who would like it. Friends, this has been a very successful Tinkering with Knobs. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this. I see we do have some chat I need to get caught up on, though. Nick says, do you mean a tetrahedron? No, not a tetrahedron. Tetrahedron would be like 4 triangles fit together in 3-dimensional space. I am talking about a 3-dimensional object, but I'm thinking more like a like think of a cube but slanted. You know, if you get like if you had a cardboard box and you just kind of like slant it a little. That's what I'm thinking about. So parallelograms on the sides and probably rectangles along the insides. My name is Law says this is the most live and alive music on the net right now. That's a pretty big compliment. Wow. I'm down with that. Thank you. Viral Beats is into place. Welcome. Friends, again, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of a very successful Tinkering with Knobs live stream today. I hope to see you in the next stream. My regulars know that we do these Tinkering with Knobs streams very randomly, whenever I have an extra hour or two that I'm just going to go and make a palette. Make sure you have notifications enabled in order to join these Tinkering with Knob streams when I do them. It could be some random evening, some random morning. Could be the middle of the day, could be the middle of the night. It could be a weekday, it could be a weekend. It could be that. It could be anything. That's these Tinkering with Knobs. But my regulars know we've also got the other category of live streams where I do loops and chill, where we get to hang out together for an hour, usually a little over an hour, and just do a bunch of beats back to back. I got a randomized script I wrote for myself. If you are a program, if you write in Perl, this is a Perl script that just randomizes my now 31. It will randomize my 31 as soon as I update it. And we hang out for an hour, just one beat after another. One beat after another. Loops and chill. That's every Wednesday and Saturday. Except tomorrow. There will probably not be a loops and chill tomorrow. It's not totally off the table, but we're talking like a 20% chance. Maybe less. Maybe less than a 20% chance of a loops and chill tomorrow. I have extenuating circumstances tomorrow. But otherwise, every Wednesday and Saturday. Until then, my friends, please, please, please do this for me. Do this for me. Do me a favor. Here's what I want. I want you to do something that I want you to do. Here's what I want. I want you to please, please, please have a very good rest of your day today. Please have a very uplifting rest of your day today. Please have a very fulfilling rest of your day today. Please let the rest of your day today bring you a lot of healing and profit. Please have a very rejuvenating and restful and energizing rest of your day today. And I will see you in the next Reconsider It live stream.